Nomads, life on the move and the art of adaptation. For much of human history, movement was not an exception but a way of life. Long before cities, borders, and permanent homes, nomads traveled across vast landscapes in search of food, water, and opportunity. Even today, nomadic societies continue to exist, preserving traditions that challenge modern ideas of settlement, ownership, and progress. Nomadism is not a single lifestyle but a broad category that includes pastoralists, hunter-gatherers, and trading communities. Pastoral nomads, such as the Bedouin of the Middle East or the Mongolian herders of Central Asia, move seasonally with their animals, following patterns shaped by climate and geography. Their knowledge of land, weather, and animal behavior is highly specialized, developed through generations of observation and experience. Community plays a central role in nomadic life. Families and clans rely on cooperation for survival, sharing resources and responsibilities. Social structures tend to be flexible, allowing groups to adapt quickly to changing conditions. Leadership is often based on experience and respect rather than rigid hierarchy, reflecting the practical demands of life on the move. Contrary to popular stereotypes, nomadic societies are not isolated from the wider world. Historically, nomads were crucial connectors between settled civilizations. They facilitated trade, transmitted ideas, and shaped cultural exchange across continents. The Silk Road, for example, depended on nomadic guides and traders who knew how to navigate harsh and unpredictable terrain. Yet nomads have often been misunderstood, or deliberately marginalized, by settled societies. Empires viewed mobility as a threat to control, taxation, and borders. As modern nation-states expanded, nomadic groups were frequently forced to settle, their movement restricted by laws, fences, and political boundaries. This transition disrupted traditional ways of life and, in many cases, led to economic hardship and cultural loss. In the contemporary world, nomadism faces new pressures. Climate change alters migration routes and grazing lands, while urbanization and industrial development reduce access to traditional territories. At the same time, a different form of nomadism has emerged. Digital nomads, enabled by technology, move between countries while working remotely. Although vastly different in context and privilege, this modern trend echoes the ancient human desire for mobility and freedom. Culturally, nomads challenge the assumption that stability requires permanence. Their lives demonstrate that identity can be rooted in movement, memory, and shared experience rather than fixed places. Knowledge is carried in stories, skills, and relationships, not in buildings or borders. Understanding nomads requires moving beyond romantic images of freedom or outdated notions of primitiveness. Nomadic societies are sophisticated, adaptive, and deeply attuned to their environments. They represent alternative ways of organizing life, ways that prioritize flexibility over accumulation and connection over control. As the modern world grapples with displacement, migration, and environmental uncertainty, the lessons of nomadic life feel increasingly relevant. In a rapidly changing landscape, the ability to move, adapt, and endure may be one of humanity's oldest and most valuable skills.